Hey folks, welcome to Puzzle Spoilers. Today we're taking a look at Oskar's boxes. This was released in 2008 by Bits and Pieces. This is a 3-piece interlocking assembly puzzle designed by Oskar van Deventer, very famous puzzle designer. The goal of the puzzle is to simply take it apart and then put it back together. It's much more difficult to put it back together, but I will show you both the disassembly and reassembly. Let's get to it. So to take the puzzle apart, you simply want to jiggle each of the 3 cube-like pieces, and you'll notice that really only one can move at all. When you find that piece that wiggles, bring it into this exact position, just like this, with the piece that wiggles in your front and one of the cubes on the top and one on the right. And this is how we're going to look at the orientation for the disassembly. So this cube in the front will only come towards me, back and forth. So pull that cube out towards yourself, and that will allow this cube on the right to start moving. And now you can pull that to the right slightly, and then this top cube will want to come out towards the back, and then you are completely disassembled. That comes apart pretty easily, so you'll probably figure that out on your own just by holding it and wiggling it and moving a few pieces. The real difficulty here is getting it back together once you've scrambled it. So let's mix up these cubes and get to the assembly part. The first thing you'll notice when you go to reassemble the puzzle is that each one of the cubes is completely different. Let's label the cubes so that we can easily reference them. We're going to call this piece A, this piece B, and this piece C. These are also the letters that are assigned in the official instructions, so if you have those, you can follow along. Let's take a closer look at these pieces, A, B, and C. C is instantly recognizable because it's the only piece that has 3 completely flat, solid faces. Pieces A and B only have 2. Now the way to differentiate piece A and B is that piece A has a rectangular cutout and piece B does not. To start the solve, let's pick up piece A, hold it in your right hand, and then pick up piece B and hold it in your left hand. Now piece A and B slide together just like that. I'll show you a few different angles here. I'm pushing it in and then taking it out. So in your left hand, hold together this assembly of piece A and B and take piece C into your right hand and hold it in this orientation. And we're going to slide this into the assembly. Just like that. And the pieces sort of cascade together as you put pressure on all of the pieces towards each other, and it sort of solves itself. I'll go over those specific steps in a moment, but there it is in the solved position. Let's look at this a little more closely. We have the piece A and B assembly held together here in our left hand, and you'll see that that box shape goes into that cutout there on piece B, and that kind of holds it together there. Let's take piece C, and this piece wants to slide in just like that, but in order to get it fully in, we need to push piece B up a little bit so that it will go into that spot right there. Right in that spot, and then these cascade together. So I'm applying pressure on all the cubes at once and pushing them together, and they sort of lock in place. I'll put a link below to where you could buy this puzzle. If you found the video interesting, please consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. That's it for today, folks. I'll see you on the next video.